Hello everyone, welcome back to the next session of Path of Exile. It's the second one of day two. Day two for some people started only now. For me it's been on almost the end of day two, so let's continue on. We ended in the start of Act 5. Let's hop right in. See where we are. So I intended to stream a little bit earlier. I think I said I'm gonna start streaming 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. It's now 9:30 almost. But I took a 3-hour nap. It was supposed to be a quick nap and it turned into a 3-hour nap. Then I had to prepare food and eat something, watch the latest episode of Only Murders in the Building. And yeah, here we are. Let me quickly go. There's the dog in. So, we're in Act 5. What's this area's name again? Let's see. Over the tower, whatever. This is probably one of my least favorite acts. Probably actually my number one least favorite act. So I will definitely be rushing through it. The big thing that I want to do is rush through it, get to Act 6. And you'll see there I farm a little bit on the starting Twilight Strand. Farm a little bit there for one of the events that happens there. We did unlock our... Where is it? Why do I not have the point? Did I not get it? Did I not get it? Did I not claim it? No! What's an idiot? Whatever. I can easily do it again. I wasn't gonna appoint it anyway now. What I was saying, the thing that I forgot to unlock, is my first ascendancy. But apparently I didn't actually accept it. Doesn't, as I said, doesn't really matter. Still, until I switch to my ice build, my cold build, it doesn't really matter yet. So. Where am I? Okay. This is a strange layout. Usually you go all the way here. You take a shortcut through what would you call this? The section in the middle. What? I don't seem to be getting to that. Maybe it's a new layout. One of these sections, but there's normally shortcuts you can take. Collect this quickly. I seem to have lost my headphones also, so I've got no idea how the sound is. This section is what I wanted to say. The shortcut usually you can take into this. You just look for a part like that that's broken and you can teleport through it. All lightning might be a skill that I might want to look into. Again, that is until I switch to cold. There is a cold to fire conversion and vice versa, but there's no lightning to cold yet. As far as shortcut is right here. Just click that, click this, my azimuth, and go back. Just stay out of that section for a little bit until it explodes. Now again, since I took a nap, I haven't done any research on how this mechanic works. The mechanic that I keep struggling with. Too much clutter. It seems my inventory is full. Yeah. 100% correct. Go right into it again. It is now Saturday night over here. Some people it's already Sunday morning. Other people it's Saturday morning. Wherever you are, good night or good morning. Good evening or good morning, I should say. But it's been a busy day. A lot of Path of Exile on my side, not a lot else. This should be close to the end already again. Yeah, just beating the just curve. Just cursing, man. Yeah, there we go. I have Zeal, and I will take this Controlled Blaze. I've got no idea what this is. So all the skills I have 40% chance to ignite. Each supported skill 10% more damage with ignite for each ignited unit. Yes, yes, yes. Each melee or each supported skill deals 3% less damage recently. I wonder if you can put that on your summons like a zombie. Because you can give ignite to your zombies and your summon raging spirits. Again, I'm just thinking out loud now. I do have the hiccups. A little bit troublesome, but also I've got 1 cup of coffee prepared. I also got 1 cup of hot chocolate also prepared. A little bit more prepared. I already went to the bathroom right now. Again, I was going to stream a tiny bit earlier, 9 o'clock, but then I decided, you know what, let's just prepare all those things. Can I make space for that Kabbalist regalia? I'm going to need to throw away one of these things. Just to make some space, man. This I can put there, this I can put here. And then I can just pick up the silver coin. And that's the end of this section. Pretty quick. While it's loading, let me quickly get my headphones. All right. Now I can hear myself. And by hear myself, I mean I can hear the game at least. So, waypoint access. There we go. This section is pretty nice, but it's only going to stay this nice for a little bit. You'll see soon enough if you haven't seen this section yet. Quickly rush through. There should be a little midway boss right here somewhere. Probably even gonna walk right past him and not even notice. Now there he is, the matriarch. Go. Again, don't need to kill him or her since it's the matriarch. Still don't have movement boots. I'm already at Act 5. Absolutely horrendous, but whatever. Look at all the curses that I sprayed amongst these guys. Also definitely need a better mana potion. But luckily in the next act, starting from the next act, we're gonna get the way stronger potions. Gonna try and blast my way through this. Now, starting from the next act, I'll explain it as I reach the end of this act. There's gonna be a very big penalty to my defenses. And I'm gonna have to try and counter it somehow. Again, I have no idea how speedrunners do it on the fly this quickly, countering those negative effects. It takes me freaking like an hour of research and stuff, just knowing what I need. So this section also I already know. I'm gonna go through this whole act and then go all the way back the way that I came. This is basically the Hobbit, the Hobbit, the act there and back again, basically. Because I go all the way to the guy that I have to fight, and as soon as I beat him, I have to go all the way back. I do need all these transmutes and alterations, but I kind of also don't want to linger in this act. As I said, I really do not like this. The going there section is still nice, but the back again section is not nice. So this map, unfortunately I cannot zoom out anymore. It's basically a giant reverse C. A clockwise C, so to speak. Starting from the top, going clockwise around. Then somewhere up here, I'm gonna go upwards. I'll collect this other coin. I'm gonna go upwards, and then there's gonna be a door. And then one of the stupidest sections appears. One that is extremely terrible if you die in it. Why is he strong? And he split. Oh, that's why. He's got some stuff in him, but none of them, all of them blue. Well, all the useful stuff is blue. Wall orb, that one corrupts an item. Again, corrupted items can be good or terrible. It can completely break an item or destroy it even. I think I should have gone up there, but I'll walk a little bit around. Okay, now I'll start going up. Night proliferation. Again, not needed, but I will take it. It's one of the new skills. That guy has a totem. And he casts a lot of weaknesses around. So let's just stay out of that. There we go. Studded belt. Absolutely terrible. Lordly plate. A lot of armor. If I went the armor build, that would be nice. So in the Chamber of Innocence, this time it's the same C but counterclockwise. So this time I start at the bottom, go all the way around. Almost a full a full 270 degrees. Let me just see, where was I with this? Going towards Throatseek, right? Yeah. The crit multi. Again, I'm using the crit stuff now, even though I'm going ice, and usually when I play ice I don't go crit ice. So maybe I should try it. Usually when I go cold or ice, I go either go freezing or I go damage over time. So this section, as I said, basically the reverse of what I just walked. And I'm gonna be doing that again. This is a dead end, right? Sort of. Just a different route around. Ooh, help. You'll see me use shortened words like elf for the orb of alchemy. Just when you play this game as many hours as I have, you do have little nicknames for stuff like that, like elk or chaos is just a chaos orb. You get a divine or div. First these guys. You know what? I'm just gonna run further. I'm gonna have to go up this section. Over here. Oh no, did it. Okay, then I might as well first kill these guys. Horn there. There was a blind. Nope, blind is one of the least used ones. You get a lot of items that give you blindness on the hit, so that's not useful. Now I can run again. This is the one where I have to go all the way around again. Now since I completed the labyrinth, I got all their trials. Starting from Act 6, I'm gonna need new trials, or the more difficult one. So then I'm gonna have to go for the trial in the, but where was it the first time? The lower dungeon. It's gonna be there again. And the other two is also gonna be in the same place. On the consecutive acts there. I only need 3 for the next one. That's one in Act 6, one in Act 7, and one in Act 8. Go, all useless. So did I get this recipe? Yes. The boss should be here somewhere. I'll see the door pretty soon. It could be a little bit lower. Ah, no, never mind. Here it is. So we're fighting Innocence. Why we're killing innocents, I've got no idea. Definitely have not paid attention to the lore since 2011. So, we're fighting innocents. For some reason, let me quickly summon this guy. Innocents can be really tricky, especially for new fighters again. Even for regulars, he can sometimes just hit you the wrong way. He also has a beam like that other, what is it, p.o.e? And he also regens health like this. More of these guys that reach him, the more heals him again. And he's invincible while this is going on. So it's just waiting. Kind of want to reach in here since this guy, again, doesn't take a lot of damage from my art. Ooh, shotgun me there. Now you'd think, hey, he's almost done, right? High Templar Avarius. Nope, this is just a start. Now it turns into actual innocence. And this is when he's at his most dangerous. Innocence, God Emperor of Eternity. All of those things do a lot of lightning damage. Oh, and so definitely need to dash in it. You can see this one follows you around. He doesn't follow a certain pattern. If I go zigzag on him, he follows me. But he is pretty slow with it. Here comes the healing section again. This time there is elites in between them, or you get unique enemies. I don't see his health yet. These guys are encased again. Ah, he's back. He's still got low life, but he did get all his energy back. So he, as you can see, he follows me all around. With this massive statue also. That blast will one-shot me if he hit it on me. He's pretty soon is going to enter his healing state again. He's got less than half. Oh, I died. He's got less than half health. I think my stone golem also died. Oh, that's a bad spot to spawn in. Good. Let me quickly just zap these guys dead while they're still trying to get the shield active. Get the prayer guard gone. Just basic stuff. Basic stuff. You see, the difficulty is going to ramp up very quickly past this act. That's where most people either start losing interest in this game or just have no idea what to do because they don't follow rules and they don't understand how most of the stats work in this game. Which is, I'm still going to say GGG, the developers' fault for not explaining most of it adequately enough, at least. Hey, nice. My father is in chat there. So let's see. Just kill innocent. Now Sin spawns. He's gonna follow me through all of the acts, and we'll watch this little cutscene just to see. This is the midway point of Act 5. This is where all hell breaks loose. So that big statue is an evil Lord Kitava. He just revived from his slumber, so to speak. Going to be the end boss of the 5th act. We'll focus a little bit more on critical for now. I'm going to need a lot of regrets to switch to cold, I just realized. So we enter Chamber of Sins again. Now we go all the way back. Just need to talk to Bannon here. He's going to be upset. Of course, all hell broke loose. You know the what's it, library that I just passed. Now we're going back through it. As you can see, the name already changed to Torched Courts. Everything is on fire. So again, reverse anti-clockwise C with this. This was normal clockwise C to enter it. Now we're just walking all the way back. Easiest way to remember this. We're gonna, as I said, just run through this. I really dislike this act, especially the return part. Enemies are way stronger suddenly, which makes sense. The evil lord thing spawned. I'm not getting into that for now. I'll shortcut through there. But there's a lot of nitty-gritty work that I have to do right now. So, conductivity level up. That's my what is it? My curse. Again, another dead end. So that's the problem with this section. So many dead ends, especially with the walls collapsing on each other. Quickly collect all this. Go, go, go. The guy's dead. Just trying to dash through everything. Blowing everything up, man. Okay, so we're back here. Collecting the sulfite. There's a dead end already. I haven't looped far enough for this to be the end, I think. Maybe I have. It shouldn't be this small, this area. I'll check now. The door should be right here then, if this is the end. Right here. So, yeah, so maybe this is just the end. Nice. Now the square also, the nice clean white square that I just fought on. Suddenly a ruined square, collapsed buildings, everything on fire. As you can see, there's a completely, previously I walked right through here, now this is blocked off. I have to go around the top somewhere. It's still here, but I have to go over the top here. Just quickly blast this. I believe it's this way. And I'm gonna get to an ossuary and the waypoint pretty soon. Now I have to remember correctly. Yeah, this is the waypoint for this section. Suddenly a new waypoint. Let's quickly just go to town. Collect our thoughts there. If I remember correctly, this one I have to go to the ossuary and not the reliquary. Yes, we're going to return to this act again in Act 10, and some areas that I don't really visit this one, I'm going to have to visit in the next one, and vice versa. So, do I have anything? Oh, I've got a lot of shit in here. Okay. I want to talk to you, Lani, to sell stuff, but you're also going to give me something. So, wait with those rewards, please. To sell. I might, no, I'm not going to use that. The glove is also pretty nice, but again, probably not going to use it. The Kabbalist thing I might use. So that I'll keep. Valenta is also going to give me a reward. It's a much better reward. Bannon, let's see if you have something useful. I need speed boots again. Or just newer boots. Rarity boots, not that good. I might, let me see, this is more energy shield. Okay. This could be a nice pair of boots, but, well, again, not a single legendary or unique has dropped. Definitely a record for me. Act 5, no legendary drop. We'll go for this crit multiplier. So we started at 200% crit multiplier when we started this new stream. We're at 254. So every time I get a crit, I do 254% damage to that guy. Very nice. Gain this skill point. Let me quickly deposit all my currency. All this. Right, just fire everything. Your inventory is going to be cluttered with a lot of crap like this, especially later when you run maps. Put that one there. This one, let's go there. This one, I'm not sure if I'm going to need it. This is the control blade that I don't know what it does yet. I did get a jewel from this guy, right? I still need to accept. Where is it? Lani. Lani, gives me a cobalt jewel. Can't remember which jewel I need for this character. It's one you need for trappers, one you need for summoners. I'm probably gonna need a granite flask. Now we're gonna switch some of these flasks out. The granite flasks, this also increases my critical strike chance. But the granite flask give you 1,500 extra armor. When you have no armor, 1,500 armor is a lot. So, and that's just gonna help me take some extra, less duration. That's not good. I'm gonna have to re-roll that. We can go to the stash. Check what this is. Mana, regeneration rate, extra resistance, and intelligence. This one I'm just gonna quickly re-roll. Whoop. Chance to avoid being shocked. That's not good. One charge when you're hit by an enemy, but less duration. Immunity to bleed and corruption. Corrupted blood. No. Elemental resistances reduce effect. I don't need reduced anything. Okay, that one is good. Maximum charges is just good. So I think I'm gonna change it out for one of my health potions just for a little bit. Just have to remember to use that. This one I will take the extra critical gems. Now all my crit gems is gonna be way stronger than they should be. You already saw what one level of arc did to my damage increase. Now that's all. I'm going to increase all my crit gems by 3 levels. You can over level them quite a bit. So we're going back to the rune squares. You can see there I need to get to the reliquary for a side mission, so I'm probably not going to go there yet. I need to go to the ossuary to pick up a staff, and I need to kill Utula of Utula in the rune square. He's just out in the open, so it's pretty easy. And he's actually very, very weak. Let me quickly take a sip of my coffee. Just want to check. When we're in Act 10, we're coming back to this ossuary, then we're going down to those stairs below there. It's a nice touch of the devs to actually add it here all the way in Act 5. So I need to collect... I need to collect that thing over there. In there, you'll see the exclamation point there. But to get there, I have to go all the freaking way around. We'll pick up this augmentation. Is this going to be the vice versa way around? It looks like it. This is going to be a rare occurrence if it's the other way around. Usually you only always go this clockwise. But sometimes you get an anti-clockwise one. Alteration, that's one of the more needed ones. Falling satin gloves. What's the injury rate? I will pick it up just in case. Again, all the stuff I could have figured out while I was offline, like getting an item filter sorted out, getting a bold sorted out. Nope, I did nothing. I took a nap, made food, and watched one episode of a story that I usually watch. So, 2 transmutations, still pretty useful. This level. Just blasts. Ooh, and I'm dead. Got a load of cocky there. Just activate all my stuff. I should have used my shield potion now that I think about it. But this is the rare case of the anti-clockwise one. It doesn't make a difference at all in the level. But it is a rare occurrence. I think it's like 1 in every 6 or so attempts that I go through here. At least when I started. 1 silver coin, thank you. Sit back a little bit. Hopefully the volume is still adequate enough. Relax my back. My father's saying so take 5 minutes just load into the game. Like that. Well, over here is not much better when I load into the city. Loading into the game the first time it's quick, but loading back to a city sometimes. So, wisdom's fine. Now we're going over this side. This should be a really short one on this side. Probably just short one already. This, especially the strong one. Go through, and now right. Hopefully I have enough space for this thing, because I think it's pretty big. And as I said, old Sin follows me all around now. Ooh, lever, get this crafting recipe. Cannot remember what this is. Physical damage rank 2, pretty useless. Back to the ruined squares. Now I will go quickly to Utala. And I have to remember, is this the version where the bridge is broken? I think the bridge is only broken. Superior Kabbalist. Another one right. That is the stronger armor or nice. You got ace. Okay, remember, 2 is armor, not a healing. Usually I have armor on 3, speed on 4, and I link them together. The type of currency you get in late game, where you can roll your potions so they're automatically activated when certain. One of them is if you use a potion, the one next to it triggers. So what I usually do is I get that from all of these guys, and then every time I heal, all of my other potions trigger. So pretty much rolling on them permanently. This should be right here. Two. Okay. Armor. And banner for reward. I will go there right after I actually beat the boss. Or right before. Okay. To go for the reliquary to get dollar installments. That's shitty mission around. I think it's 3 or 4 parts. Body, hair, and eyes. They are. This is a stupid. There's never anything. But yeah, you need to find all those body parts and take it back. It takes a lot of time. It's a massive area. Ooh. Always crits. Oh. Terrible opponent to fight against. One of us here. Don't have time to waste. Here you go up the ladder. Cathedral tower, rooftop. Now we're gonna walk on the roof of the cathedral. The roof seems to have collapsed almost everywhere. It's a miracle this building still stands. And we're also going to come back there when we're in Act 10. It's a really lopsided building. Whoever designed this was a moron. Also apparently a genius since the building still stands. Vortex. Go. That marks the point. Crystal Scepter is actually something I should be looking into right now. No space. This there. This here. There. Inventory Tetris in the middle of the battlefield. Again, why in 11 years the devs haven't implemented sword button? Armor a little bit. That's a 5 link, a very early 5 link. Absolutely useless for my character. But I might sell it for at least 1 or 2 chaos. Please stay away. I'm gonna just ditch this because this early in the league. That's another 5. But this early in the league, a lot of people want 5 links. I can sell it for quite a bit. Later on, get it. Collar boots after the game. Actually, that was terrible, right? 24. But I will sell it for cards. I have to make up my mind what I'm doing. This guy is strong. Holy crap. And I've got no healing. Dead, but no healing. Again, my stupid stone golem keeps dying on me. He's the strongest of all of those, health-wise. That is something they're going to fix too, where your summons automatic summon, especially when you die. Your auras and summons summoned or activated. Again, something the Path of Exile 1 devs you'd think would have fixed in 11 years of the game being active. That guy just disappeared. There it is. Now, see, if I'm already struggling to kill these guys, I'm gonna have quite a difficult time as soon as I beat this final boss. Oh. Pretty nice. Yeah. This one, Fusion Shrine, just more of ice also around me. That's kind of what my skill is going to be like later on. So this is the point where you use the boss. I'm quickly going to go back to town before that. We're just waiting. I'm going to talk to Lani, sell that one boot, this. Let's see. Could probably make that stronger. It's not worth it. This one I can sell. Actually, fresh. I'll put it in here now. Let's see if maybe I'll sell it for public. Each item individually priced. Color same, and I'll make it tag price, say 3 cows. I'll make it 2 cows. Not a lot. I don't need a lot right now. Especially such a low damage one. For lower level characters, so it doesn't really matter. I will talk to Bannon. He should give me a reward for killing Utala. A lot of trash items. Probably going to take... Well, this one does give me lightning. Let's check out the lightning. Increased physical damage, increased lightning, increased crit chance. Okay, so this just seems way better than I currently have. So I'm doing 2,435 DPS right now. Let's switch it and see. Actually, I need to be level 49. That's still way back, way ahead of me. So never mind with that. So where am I going now with these skills? Let's just save it and I'll see as soon as I beat the boss. I could get the next level of this also. Now let's just again stash. Third stash, let's stash here. Currency. This one should here. This one goes back here. I'll get rid of the jewels and stuff later. Back to the rooftop. Now, as I explained at the start of the recording, I think it was the start recording. As soon as I complete this boss, I'm gonna get a massive debuff. That's gonna make everything difficult for me. You see my defenses right now. I got fire resistance 68%. The maximum you can have is 75% without any special prerequisites. All your resistances are capped at 75%. So as you can see, that one, I've got 75% max, but actually I have 78%, but 3% doesn't count. And my cold resist is 44%. Now, as soon as I beat this boss, all my resistances are going to drop by 30% permanently. So that means I'm going to have minus 30% chaos resist, and all the rest is going to fall by 30%. So this is going to be 14, this is going to be 38, and this is going to be 45. 45. So immediately, and all the enemies starting from this point is going to be way, way stronger. There's the first character reaching level 99. I've never even come close to that. The highest level I think I've gotten was 92 or 91. It takes so many hours to get it to that level, and there's no real reason. So we fight Kitava. That's whatever this guy is, the big god guy. Kitava the Insatiable. He does some interesting attacks. He summons a couple of guys. I need to defeat him until his heart pops out of his body. We'll see that happen pretty soon. It's going to happen 3 times in his current state. He's still getting, I want to say he's getting hatched, but you'll see what I mean. So that seal thing breaks part of his armor away, and as you can see, more and more of his real facade is showing out now. That is a very deadly skill that happens right there. If you see those things, let me quickly put some armor on. I have to dodge out of everything. This first hit, oh, there's go that attack again. He should be hit by the laser beam pretty soon again. Oh, I'm getting bleeded right. There we go. Gets hit by the beam again. There goes his heart. When his heart comes out, he summons pretty strong enemies. I think it's like 2 or 3 unique enemies. At this stage, I'm very strong still, so they don't do much damage to me. But the next time, spoiler alert, next time we're going to face off, he's going to be way stronger. Let's get out of all the red. If you see red with Kitava, just get out of his way. Like that. Oh, there comes that attack. This guy, if it's your first time fighting him, dying at least 4 or 5 times, it's pretty normal. Luckily you spawn right outside this door, so it's not much of a hassle. There is another negative thing also about completing this boss. That you can stay before this boss and just permanently level up if you want to. You won't be able to reach end game with this because you do need to kill the final boss to reach that, to unlock the maps. But you can go to level 100 even if you want, if you're crazy enough. It's gonna take freaking the whole season. So this guy is almost halfway done. And when he reaches halfway, that's gonna be all the way, so to speak. Here comes the attack again, and this should be it. That should be Act 5 done. You can see even his health bar goes away. And suddenly, Kitava's full version is exposed. And he's nice and he destroys that beacon thing, and myself included. And that is why I get negatively afflicted. Sin comes in and saves me, and I lose 30% of all my resistances. So, done with Act 5. Now in the fun acts, at least, for a couple of bit. Act 6, very fun. We're back at the start, which is basically a rerun of Act 1, but a lot of things changed since the last time we were here. Act 1. Lily Roth is here. I've got no idea who she is, but she's gonna basically lead me through the rest of the game. I'm gonna get on her ship and go all the way. She's also gonna be the one that sells me the rest of the gems that I couldn't unlock from all the other classes. I think I mentioned it earlier in the day, this morning, when I did the library. Ooh, massive lag spike there. Sin here. So I need to kill Chevron in the prison. Chevron is back, I mean. And also I've got a mission from Lily Roth to kill everyone on the Twilight Strand, which is an area I'm going to farm for quite a bit. So you can see this area is now nice and open. It's daylight. This is looking good on this side of the area. On our return, at least. Let's quickly... Where is Estelle? The woman that was here, that used to sell the gems to me, she's missing. Nessa is her name. Let's make a hollowed life flask. That's a really good one. It's already equipped. Let's quickly just enchant it a little bit. Oh, I'm still in cell mode. Immunity to shock. I can add a little thing. The augment one adds another thing. Charge recovery and immunity to shock. No, it's better than nothing, so I might as well equip it. Then we go to this Twilight Strand. This is the very first area that you start in. This is the tutorial area, but suddenly it's way more difficult. But a very fun area to farm for not only XP, but also there's a new mechanic that enters. We'll see if it appears in this first area. Sacred mana, I will take it. So basically the gist of the mission that who was it? Lily Roth gave me was just to clear the Twilight Strand of all enemies. Then I can buy everything from her. The enemies are just your basic stupid zombie guys. They're so freaking weak. But they do let their spirits escape or whatever that happens there. And they do boom bomb you. So smart thing is to not stand still. As you can see, it flies towards you and bombs you. The hollowed mana is actually better than the one I just got, the sacred one. So we'll take that one. Rather than the sacred one, I do need new mana. The ghost is not even going to infect anyone. Go. Also starting level 50, not my level 50, area level 50. I can start getting 6 links items. So that is usually when I start entering the Vaal caves, because one of the Vaal things that can happen, the corrupted things, is you can corrupt an item to automatically be a 6 link item. And getting a 6 link item, as I previously explained, is a massive buff to your damage and your damage output. I mean, there's one of the uniques that you can get from the right of the start is the Tabula Rasa. It is an armor piece with 6 white sockets. White socket just basically means you can put any colors gem in that. But it's a 6-link white socket armor piece that gives no other bonus except that it's a 6-link white socket thing. And you know how many people use that until maps? Just because of the amount of damage output you can do, even though you have no defense with that thing. So I still have this point that I do not know what I want to do with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. The mechanic that I wanted to spawn did not spawn in this area, but it's fine. Not the end of the world. Just quickly bounce over here. Now I'll show you how I farm it as soon as I go give this to Lily Roth. Lily is on the pedestal. He only moves in after a little bit. Nightmare Ice Shot. Let's see if there's any new South African guys over here with weird names. The mine went boom. Yeah, he's actually, I've met him in one of the other acts, right? So we're actually playing together in that sense. Poison Guru, do not know you. Black Moxer. Free ZA, so that is a Fire ZA, that's a South African. Sparkla. Empty Socket. That's just a dragon hanging out there. Who are you? Poison Guru, that's the same guy. Empty Socket. Guesses. More of the same. These guys are all right around my level. There's another guy right behind him, but whatever. Okay, so Lily Roth. There we go. You give me 2 respect points. I'm gonna need that pretty soon. And also, you give me the ability to buy every single gem. Nice. The only gem that you cannot buy here is the portal gem, which is a really nice gem that you can have. It's a white gem like this, but you can socket it in anything since it's a white gem, and it gives you ability to summon the portal whenever you want. The portal down whenever you want, using only mana instead of using a scroll portal, which is a nice feature to have, but it also takes out the socket when you don't need to, and you get portal scrolls freaking everywhere. So I'll show you now how I farm the Twilight Strand. So usually if you enter the Twilight Strand again, it's gonna be the same one that I just did, right? That's how this game works. See, if you look at the map, everything is already done. But a nice little trick that I only learned after freaking 1,000 hours in this game is you can control and then click on it and you can spawn a new instance. So now it loads a completely new version of this map. So if you're very quick with farming maps, you can do this over and over and over again, and look at that, now we have a new version of this map. So I can quickly just farm these guys again. I'm actually one of the lower levels guys, I just noticed. I'm only level 47 now, those guys were all level 48 to 50. Here's the mechanic that I wanted to show you. It's a mirror, and that mirror starts summoning a lot of very dangerous monsters. The more you kill them, the better items drops. You see there at the bottom left, that thing counts up the more enemies I kill. But you only have a certain time limit. You see the fog flows a certain way, and once the fog clears, that countdown starts. You'll see a countdown. You get 5 seconds to either get back into the fog or complete it. So walking over pustules and stuff, as you see on the ground, spawns these enemies. Way more than you usually do. That's why you gain way more experience also, and that's why I like farming this beach. It's the first area where this delirium mirror, as they call it, spawns pretty regularly. And this is the easiest place to farm it before the max, at least. I'm gonna try. I'm not that strong yet, so I'm not gonna get a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna get a high delirium. But you'll see me leave all the items on the ground for now. I walked out of this thing there. You see me leave all the items on the ground because I'm gonna return to pick everything up, since this first run is just killing everything. Doesn't need to kill everything to keep the timer going. There we go, 0 seconds. It's probably gonna pop out now. There we go. Okay, so the delirium cleared, the fog. There's still enemies left, but all the delirium enemies are missing now, and I've lost the mirror. But you see I got some fossils. Fossils are also used for crafting, which is pretty nice drop. Got a crystal wand, an alchemy, and a medium jewel crystal. Now jewel crystals, I said jewel crystals, jewel clusters. I haven't shown you what a jewel is, but if you basically go on your passive point, or your passive tree, you'll see these empty sockets, basic jewel sockets. And what you do with those is you get these jewels. They drop from Act 5 all the time, like this one. If I socket that jewel in there and I have it activated, I will get every single thing that this jewel tells me. Pretty nice, right? Now what a cluster jewel does, let me just quickly activate it, and there is an enemy somewhere. I hear him, but whatever. What a cluster jewel does, this one is not only gives you channeling skills. So if you do a channeling skill, it gives channeling skills on all of the little dots. Unfortunately, can't show you that now, but this one will give 6 little dots. It will open basically like a tree like this with 6 little dots. Every one of them increases my channeling skill damage by 12%, but all of them also gives plus 12 evasion and plus 4% increased mana regeneration. Every single one of those. But you have to actually input points into every single one of them. So what a lot of people do is you get a nice cluster jewel, you craft them so you can get special skills and stuff, and they sell for a lot of money. Let me just see this Onyx tablet. That's a shitty amulet. So that's one of the ways a lot of people make money. You just craft very good cluster jewels, but they are basically a gamble because it costs currency to craft them, and you don't always get it in the currency that you invest in it in return. If you get a lucky roll, you don't input almost nothing and you get everything back. Now, I don't need to kill these guys as long as, yeah, I've already completed the mirror. I don't need to kill these guys, but I will kill this one. That. I should also start looking for a better shield. This one's got armor and energy shield and elemental resistances. I might pick this up. It's one way to get my resistances up. If you look at my resistances now, look at that. I got a red minus 30. I got 48 there, as I said, 14 and 38. So it does still block some of the damage, but the enemies start doing way more damage than they did in the previous thing. And as I said, usually by this point, with that negative effect, if you build your own character without any guidances, you'll start to feel it. If you've made it this far even. You start to feel like you die all the freaking time, man. And that's mostly because you don't know about the resistances, or you don't know some of the other mechanics that, like, you get certain type of damage, like this is increased damage, and then you get plus extra damage, and does this plus extra damage. There's like so many so many extra types of damages that you can do, and then the percentages and flat damages, and oh god. And that also counts to armor and HP, and oh, that's why I say following a guide helps a lot. What is this guy? It's just a summon, like a skeleton dude. And this guy is still Nightmare Ice Shot. These guys are just camping right here. There's someone here. Rip Skiffles. Cosmic Nutsack. Thermonuclear Memories. Oh my god, these guys' names. Righteous Jumper is also here. Yay. And Boop Machine. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more run of that thing, that beach. Usually I do it till I'm level 50, but I'm not gonna waste too much time on this act. I kind of just want to get ahead and, as I said, switch to ice if I can. Maybe switch to something else also. It's a lot ahead of me. Ah, I didn't reset the freaking Twilight Strand. Smart. Very smart. It's a new instance of the Twilight Strand. You'll see my other instances are still there. And unless I'm in a party with someone, you saw that guy also went into this area. Unless I'm in a party with him, he should not be able to show up in my instance. So that's nice. No kill stealing or loot goblining or stuff like that. I know my friend Ian, he loves stealing items from you. If it drops on the ground, he's the first one to pick it up. Just finished my hot chocolate, which was now ice cold chocolate, but that's fine. Still very delicious. So. Let's continue. I'm looking for a mirror. Some of the other stuff can also spawn now, but the mirror is by far the best one. This early at least. But you don't have a 100% chance to get it. I think you only have like a 30% chance to get it. To get any event, and then you'll have to wish that you get the right event also. So what I usually do is just run, and you do want the mirror right at the start so you can get as much of these enemies as possible. Don't want to find it at the end. but I will just run through because I still get strong boxes here. I can still quickly kill the boss. Pretty easy. Kill this guy quickly. Come on. Go. That's a lot of items dropped there, but none of them useful. Another colossal life loss. Okay, I've got already got the better one, right? Energy shield. Paid one is not the one I want. The citron one is the one I want. Onyx, not good. Okay, let me just quickly. I can craft this. I can not wear this. Is it any good? Whoa. See, there's an indication of what the hell does that mean if you're a new player. Because you got adds 3 to 60% lightning damage, but also adds 4 to 80% or 88% lightning damage to spells. Why is there two? What's the difference? So the one that adds 30 to 60% lightning damage counts towards anything. So if you just flick your wand, that's going to count towards that. You'll see it appear at the top when you look at the damage. Physical damage 28 to 53 and also elemental damage 30 to 60. That's 30 to 60. But the add 40 to 88% lightning damage to spells is going to count towards your spells. That is socketed wherever. The other one is not going to count towards your spells. It's going to count to your other damage. And somehow it works. You still get the bonus from it, but they use a percentage of it. It's all different calculation. That's why there's... here's another one of the new mechanics. I'm probably going to invest a lot of time in this. I'll explain this also. Anyway, as I was saying, you're probably going to get... there's a lot of... not a lot. There's one program, Path of Building, that a lot of people use to just figure out exactly how much damage and how much bonuses they gain. Because they actually work out what the hell is going on with this. So I'll explain what this is in a little bit. I'll actually go and do it, in fact. Reduce recovery rate and increase amount recover. So it recovers slower, but it increases the amount I get. Now this one is just better. I don't have a thing to invent. I'm just gonna switch these, right? Should be fine. Get my chest. Another hollowed life flask. I will get that one quickly. Come on. Pick it up. Why can I not run there? Was a lag. Hollowed. Oh, it's all the way here. Oh my god. Okay, so let's quickly just check what this is. 111% more recovery if used while in low life, and grants immunity to bleeding if used while bleeding. Grants immunity to corrupted blood for 9 seconds if used while corrupt. This is actually just better than this one. But now I've got both of them empty because I replaced them while mid-battle. Okay, so I did get that thing. I might do another run of these of this area just so I can get more silver coins, because I want to explain what those coins that I got and that little map thing that you saw there. I did explain earlier that you cannot do maps until endgame, right? But there is another type of map that you can do before that, and that's actually my preferred way of playing this game. That was one of the league mechanics. It was called not Betrayal. Betrayal was a really good one also. What is it? I cannot remember. Whatever it was. Oh, Heist. That's the thing it was called, because you go on heists. And I think in yesterday's run, yesterday's recording or stream, I mentioned that you can die all you want because you don't lose anything. Now, actually, that is not true anymore. After you beat the first Kitava, if you die, you lose some of your XP progress that you currently have at the current level. That is why it's so hard to get to level 100. Because at the moment, I think you lose, 15% per death. You lose 15% of your life thing. But as soon as you beat Act 10, that turns to 30%. That's a third of your bar. And you know how long it takes to get 30% of 95, level 95? A fucking long time. And one death can ruin that, maybe like 2, 3, 4 hours gameplay, and then you just lose the will to live. But that's not the only thing where you lose something when you die. So, as I explained, there's one circumstance where you lose something more important. You never could lose items while dying, so you don't have to worry about that at all, except in the heists. I'll show you it as soon as we start the heist, but when you go on a heist, you open the little treasure chest, and there's items in there, and there's the red little icon on it, because it is contraband, because you're heisting it. And as long as you're in that heist, and you have those items, and you die, then you can lose all that items that you gained. The ones with the marked contraband. Unless you quickly go out, you can sort of scam it. You can open some of the chests, go to the entrance, just go out for like a second, then it clears the contraband status, then you can enter again, and you can die as much as you want. But there's always something at the end of heist where when you trigger something at the end, the main goal of your heist, the alarms goes off. And as long as the alarm goes off and you die, you lose the heist immediately. It kicks you out and you cannot enter again. So if you drop whatever you got from that thing, you lose it forever. There's no way of getting that back. So a lot of the stronger things you can get in, I think it's not called heist, but it's a massive heist where you do a lot of big rooms with a lot of good things you can heist in. And when you trigger the alarm in that, and you die and you lose a lot of those important things, and I mean really, really expensive things, that can also really break you, man. Because nowhere else in the game, if you die, do you lose anything except that section. Unless you're playing hardcore, which that's your own fault for playing hardcore then. If you die, you lose literally everything, even your character, so that's your own problem then. You're torturing yourself. If that's the way you want to play, good on you. I mean, I would have restarted. Let's see, how many times have I died now? Earlier it was 12. Now we're at... Oh, deaths. Now we're at 16, so 4 times more since the last time I checked. So I had to restart my character 16 times already. Nice, man. That would have been so much fun to watch. I know people get a lot of fun clipping people dying, but I find no fun in that. Especially with this game sometimes having incredible bad lag. Just not fun. Okay, so I think that's going to be the final time I'm going to do this section. I might actually just go do a heist just to show you now. I'm not sure if I'm strong enough yet. Usually you try to do heists starting level 60. I'm not close to that, but I think the lowest I can get is level 43, so I might still be able to farm some low level ones. It's also pretty smart to... What the hell? This guy's armor is amazing. Look at this armor. Holy shit, man. What's it? Bony Zoe. Or resin. Pew pew poontang. Look at these guys' armor sets, man. I mean, I've got some custom armor, but this guy's name is Piet Poesklap. If you're Afrikaans, you know what that means. That's not something nice. Do not go tell that to any South African guy. You will feel that Poesklap. Anyway, let's go try and do the heist. So I'm gonna go to the hideout. Come on, enter my desert hideout. I will use one of these coins to enter the other area. You have to use one of these coins. Just quickly stash everything. Oops, not that thing. I will make a place for these guys. Let's just put them in 6. What is it? Delve? Is that? So I can just stash these guys here. That I will stash in a little bit. These mana potions I can just destroy. Also this. This I will just keep here for now. I might be able to use it to fuse something together. That will also... I need to actually make a lot of space if I'm gonna heist. I'll sort that out as soon as I get to heist. Anyway, let me just see, what is this shield again? A lot of energy shield, that's why I have it. And a lot of life. This is a lot to live up to. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it much better, man. Oops. Now you use that. I can do that, and then I can maybe put some life. Put some life on this. See, this one armor will give me 31 to 45 life. Get a lot of life. Get some increased crit chance, some lightning resistance, some mana, but I do lose some energy shield. Quite a lot, actually. I can move Frost Bomb to there. I still have Freezing Pulse and Frost Bomb for some fucking reason. And then these guys I can switch over. I'm not even going to use freaking Freezing Pulse ever again. So now I've got a big ass shield. Look at this witch, man. You don't mess with this woman. With her flimsy shoes. And her thin legs. Okay, so what I was doing is you take one of these coins, you right click it, and suddenly boom, a portal spawns. You go into there, you enter the rogue harbor. Now unfortunately you have to do that every single time you want to go to the rogue harbor, unlike this current league's mechanic where you just open it once and there's a waypoint there. This one has a waypoint, sort of, but you still have to do it every single time. The game got stuck. Which game? My game. Let's just wait for the rogue harbor to go. Oh, so we got stuck. Yeah, that's the problem with in-game server. Okay, so basically when I get here, I have to talk to all of these guys. These are the guys that are going to help me throughout all of the heist things. I just need to talk to them. There's an engineer, there's a lockpick guy. The lockpick guy is probably one of the guys I'm going to use the most. There's more people that's going to appear later on. There's a giant, he's a fighter. I'm not going to use him that often. Carrie is your administrator. She gives you your first main mission contract. If you pick those up, they stay on your inventory. You cannot stash them in any way, which kind of sucks. But I will do that immediately. Prepare heist. You insert that contract. You pick the guy that you want to take. For this one, I need a lockpicking guy, and I've only got one lockpicking guy at the moment. Karst. Sign the contract, and then she'll open the portal to the heist. Go into the bunker. Then we do the heist. Now, this first area in the heist, you're still safe. You can drop anything. Even you can actually just drop it on the ground. It will not disappear unless you exit. But this is where the trouble starts. As soon as you enter this, now we're in heist mode. You can see it all automatically reveals the whole map. This is a small one. I can pre-plan it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 small, 3 small chests, 1 big chest. Every time I open a chest, it increases my alert level, and depending on what person I have with me and a lot of other factors, it adjusts the amount it opens or alerts the enemy. If that alert level goes max, the alarm triggers and I have to escape. I cannot open anything else. And enemies start spawning non-stop. I mean really non-stop. These guys are actually pretty strong. All basic white guys. Usually I should be able to instantly kill them. Now as you can see, this is a contraband item. It has that red icon with a lock on it. I can pick it up, but I cannot use it at all until I get outside. Ooh, I see a problem. That thing just opened by itself because of my one ability. I'm gonna open chests that I do not want to open because of this ability. I'm gonna have to undo that thing. There's a lot of other things and mechanics that you also do in the hub. I see that one opened automatically. This one is also gonna open. There we go. I did not actually want to open them, but it does make it easier. Both of them had terrible items in them. So there, I need the lockpick guy to open this gate while I just keep the enemies off me. And him also attacking. He isn't able to die, but he does get stunned and he has to start the whole freaking lockpick over again. So this time I have to do it again. The big chest is here. It is a terrible jewel chest, and usually I would not open that big jewel chest. Those guys are waiting for me to enter there, but screw them. Summon this guy again. As soon as I open this, you'll see there at the bottom, the red is how much it's going to alert him. It is pretty low. Usually the big chest opens like half of your alert level. And as soon as he opens it, enemies are going to start coming from this red. I'm pretty sure at least. Oh no, they came from the door. Never mind. Quickly blast these guys. As you can see, that was a terrible drop. A jewel I'm gonna pick up, and the orbs I will pick up, but the rest is absolutely horrendous. Now again, depending on your character level, it improves the type of items you can get in this heist. Being low level, you don't get really a lot of good items. I will open this, lockpick it. This one is safe to lockpick. That is the big treasure there if you look at the minimap. And if I try to open it, you'll see immediately full red alert. But you do get one misclick, so I can accidentally misclick it and it just cracks it, which is fine. So as soon as I click it on it again, the alert level will go off. Let me just see. I've got everything ready, so I can just go make sure I have space in my inventory also to pick it up, because some items can be big. And usually what I do in the escape is I just run, but oh, some of the doors might be closed. Why is it not running? There we go, just run. Trying to get out. See, there's a door closed right here. And now I have to kind of fight off some of the enemies. Oh, it switched weapons. Oh, why do I have... I'm gonna have to figure out, why do I have that on left click? This should be vortex. Where's my vortex? Here we go. I've done this whole run without vortex. Man. Ah, let me go this way. You dodge past them. These enemies can body block you on later occasions, and especially on that area, those guys that do that, those thrusts, they have very, very high crit rate, and a lot of times you'll think you're safe, and then just suddenly one of them crits you and immediately kills you. So now I'm safe. All those items that had the marks on them are now clear, and we can go. Back to Rogue Harbor. I can pick up that one thing that I got there and sell it at the fence to get more coins. More coins to do more heists. And so on and so on. So this fence, you sell this. I should not be able to get, yeah, only 300 coins, which is a lot for me now, but not a lot in the long run. A decent amount would be about 20,000, and that's your average. Let's quickly get rid of these things. Now, where is the ice locker? Let me just activate this and put the affinity on. So now whenever I go to my normal stash and I right click or just shift click this, it goes into that stash. Also with this one. So I'll actually try this one. This is a contract that I got. The contracts are basically your heist contracts. So this one I got, it's engineering level 1, and it has a buff of 20%, a 28% increased number of rare monsters. Rare monsters are pretty terrible, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Area level for 45. It does cost me money to open it because I need to hire this person, which is 46 coins, and then I also need to give the ring a cut of 103 for some freaking reason. So the total price that I pay for this is 199, so I need to get at least 199 out of this. Because it's not a bad thing also. So let's enter. There we go. Underbelly. Underbelly is also a pretty difficult one. More of those crit guys. Again, you can see the loud. As soon as I enter here, boom. Now we see the chests. I can still pre-plan for now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 question mark chest. This one is a little bit better. The question mark chest can be the contents of any of the other big chests. So that it can be a bad one, it can be a really good one. Again, it's automatically opening all the chests for me, which is pretty bad. Especially since I have the engineering woman now and not the other guy. The lockpick guy gives me a what do you call it? A reduced penalty when opening a chest. Alert penalty, I mean. So I can open more chests in the long run. So that one also opens when I just shot close to it. That's a pretty interesting mechanic. It's very dangerous in this in the ice. Oh, that's a really dangerous enemy. This lightning totems are extremely dangerous and they follow you all the way. In late in game, I would be dead so many times already. Oof, that was close. When this version, what is it, Heist, the League of Heist came out, you even got alert penalties when you killed enemies, which people hated because you basically would open one chest and then some enemies started spawning and then the alarm goes off because you killed too many enemies. So they changed that in prior versions, which is way, way better. This is the curse guy again. He slows me down so much. He's gonna kill me again because he makes it impossible for me to calm the fuck. Let's just go through this. Open that, please. Open that. This guy just followed me all the way. Lightning shock resistance. And I'm dead. So you see all my items drop there, the items that I picked up. But since I died before the alarm went off, I can just go back in. It does send you all the way back to the Rogue Harbor, unfortunately, and with slow PC like mine, it takes a while. Again, I feel like it normally doesn't take this long. So I really think my SSD is on this last legs. Normally it takes maybe like 5 seconds. Summon these guys again. I have to go through again, pick everything up that I dropped just now. All because of that rare guy spawning. Whispering Essence. Whispering's useless by now. The curses already follow me. The boss doesn't even know I'm here yet. It's because he has a totem that summons the curses, but you cannot destroy the totem for some fucking reason. And when you summon a totem, he can destroy it as much as he wants. Come back to gunning. There we go. Door is open. Cleave. All cleave is better. They will open this. It's still gonna... Enemy's gonna spawn from somewhere. There we go. Three Chaos Orbs is actually really good for this lower level. So what I'm tempted to do is just go out to cash those Chaos Orbs I'm actually going to do it. See, this is the scumbag mechanic that I talked about earlier. Not really scumbag, it's just being clever, but it's also takes way longer to finish everything if you have to run all the way back, especially with a slow character that has no movement boots. When you play heist, you want to get as fast movement as you can, especially on the way out. You can just use your movement boots, and also there's a skill called phasing, which gives you the ability to run through enemies, which normally would body block you. So now my chaos orbs are safe. Even if I die on the exit next time, I will not lose those chaos orbs, which is good. I'm just quickly going on again. I probably should have picked up these guys also. This is all my loot from previously. Nice 3 armor scraps also. Pretty easy to farm for these lower but there's currencies also in this mode. We'll open that so long. This guy for some reason does not die. Look at this. We're gonna just spam forever and ever and ever. Nice. So I don't think there's chest in this area, and this is a decently small item. I'm just gonna run. I kind of wish I had more potions to run with. Unfortunately, I do not. So that is a boss. I'm gonna try and bypass him. Here I have to wait for this guy to, the woman to open this. Summon him again. Duke and I have to have him over there on the heist. Purely so I can look ahead where I have to run to. I'm cursed again for some reason. Here we go. Run, 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 run. And escape. So I'm done. That is heist for you. The easiest heist, at least. I can go back to Act 6. Let's get another 300 CP. Actually, I might as well sell boots also. Anything else? Let me just throw everything in the stash. Boom, 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 boom. Putting out. Who's this guy? Emo spinning. He's another guy. And doomed with the red nose. Did I pick up another heist? No. That's fine. So then you go to the gondolier and he takes you wherever you want to go. I'm back at Act 6. We can actually finally start with Act 6, right? I've been mucking about all this time. So this guy is still here. This person moved slightly. Actually, he disappeared. Terror fires. I was like pew pew. Cold farts. So there's some higher level guys here. Doesn't matter for me. I'm going to the coast. See what's there. Quickly need a sip. My throat is getting dry. Earlier it was 5-hour stream and now already starting stream again. It's definitely, my throat isn't used to that. There's much talking in a day. Okay, so this is basically just the same beach that we did earlier in the game on Act 1, but it's daylight. The enemies are way stronger. They do a lot of fire damage, which I have some resistance in, but not a lot. Again, you can just easily do this. Activate this waypoint, and then we're back here at the mud flat But I can also go back down here once again. Right, Tidal Islands. Same place where I got that medicine chest earlier in Act 1. For anyone that actually watched that. So, this is exactly the same again. You go around the thing. Here's another new mechanic. I didn't even know this mechanic comes in this version already. So this is called Expedition. That was the name of this league, the Expedition League. Basically what this is, you've got 4 bombs. It increases as you level up. The lag is incredibly bad at this moment. Well, it was for that little bit. But basically what it is, you've got 4 bombs that you place wherever you see this little spikes that come out. That is monsters that's going to spawn if you explode them. The bigger the skull, the stronger the stronger the monster. And these little remnants, as they call it, give certain bonuses. So you want to try and take this. So this one is already strong. Monster takes reduced damage, but monsters also drop 50% additional currency items. So I'm obviously going to drop this one almost immediately. With that linked. Extra currency is really good. So these guys, this one, monsters impale enemies on hit with attacks and have increased impale effect. But also monsters are 300% more rare. Or let's say 300, they drop 300% rarer items. Now rarity in items only applies in certain areas, so I'm not going to waste my time with that one. There's a bomb right there. Additional fraction, but monsters penetrate cold resistance. I really do not have a lot of cold resistance, but for that a cold monster has to spawn to actually have been on any use, so we'll see that. This one, all damage from monsters can shock. Monsters have 20% chance to shock. Monsters have 100% increased effect of shock, which is bad, but also quantity of items found in chests. But that's only chests. As you see, chests are marked by these little pillar things. Little check marker. That just means I'm going to get 40% more items from that. So I think I'm rather going to go for the cold resistance one, since I don't have any chest ones. I could get this chest one, but I couldn't get this one or this one. Or even these two. So then, when everything is placed, you detonate it, and one by one they explode, but in quick succession. So I have to keep up with this. Otherwise I might get overwhelmed. Even the game starts lagging. So bad. The enemy spawn right now. Ooh, look at this. A lot of enemies. As long as I got... there's some exploding balls. You just need to move out of the way when that happens. I think... yeah, that's the... ooh, that guy actually got more fire. There we go. Got a level up and also finished everything. So there's no chest to open. Usually there's chest to open also if I actually bombed into the chest. But I did get some extra currency. And by currency I only got this single currency, Astragali. Pretty nice thing. You can use that to reroll items you get. There are 4 different expedition NPCs, so it's called shopkeepers if you want, that do different things. This one is the gamble lady. Basically all of these items you see, they are pretty terrible items, but you can pay some of these currency, different currencies you get for this one, to pick it up. And as soon as you pick it up, it turns into a random item. So it can be randomly good or randomly bad. It can even be unique or legendary. So certain items, especially if you know it is a base type of a very, very good unique item, like this would not be a good one. But if that was a leather belt, it could be the unique item headhunter, called headhunter. Extremely fucking expensive and really, really good. But if you're lucky enough to get that, you're made for life. So and it could cost barely anything. But that's a gamble. That's why she's called gamble. I usually only do gambles at the start. Later on, I don't waste my money with that. She also gets more expensive as it goes on. The other guys are a little bit better, in my opinion at least. Let's quickly kill these guys. So here is a vaulting. I still don't think this is level 51. I'll quickly check. Might be wrong. This area. Oh, let me just do this one. Is P, right? No, P is U. This is a level 45 area, so still not going to waste my time with that. Purely because, as I said, only from level 50 you can get 6 links. And before that it's kind of a waste. There's no real corruption thing that I really want, except for the Vol art, but I can just buy a high level one online for not that expensive. I think I probably have enough money for a very high level one already with the cows that I dropped earlier. Riptide is the boss in this area where you usually get this guys from, and you see it's pretty easy. Pistol thing there. Both of these sulfites, you've got them right here. I still haven't actually showed you delving, but it's basically just because an art character is really not good for delving. Delving, to do delve, you have to be on the move all the freaking time, and for that you need a character that basically can attack while running. So usually my ice character would be really good for this because, as you can see, she can attack with vortex while moving. But she's not built strong enough for that, so it's pretty useless. I can maybe go back and do one of the easiest delves, but that's about it. So going on to mud flats. This one is actually easier than the previous mud flats, if you can believe this. The earlier one had those bird things that stun you. This one does not have them. It only has these guys that do fire damage, but they're pretty weak. They get one shot most of the time. Only thing I need on this area is right at the end somewhere. There is a woman I need to talk to, and also a guy with a key that I need. These guys all summon totems also. I haven't showed totem gameplay off in this mode, but I did show it on my Let's Give It a Go from, what's it, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Basically you throw a totem down and the totem does the attacks for you, so you can just run around and do... Oh my god, yeah, you can see the fire attack suddenly starts going ham on you. I still also do not have an hatred or a wrath aura, which I should have had way longer ago. Dealt with damage. Just need to dodge the totems. The totems can be destroyed pretty easily, but for some reason my arc is not doing enough damage to them. And now I'm going upwards. I should be going down. I think the woman is below. Again, I don't think I need to speak to her, but just for story's sake, lore's sake, I will show you. I get frozen by that thing. Okay, let's shoot out. Oh, this is the guy with the keys, isn't it? No, he's dead. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there, the eye. That's what I needed. Okay, never mind. One mission done. And there she is, the missing Nessa that I was talking about earlier, the mission keeper, mission giver from the first act. She is. She turned into a mermaid. And she said the Brine King did this to her. So we know who's gonna be the boss of this Act 6, the Brine King. Also gonna unlock a new overall good mechanic, the Pantheon system. I take it that they also came in on one of the expansions or league mechanics that I did not play, but that has to be quite a while ago. Basically there's big gods and demigods that you have to fight, and as soon as you kill them you get some of their power, which you can equip, but you can only equip one lesser god and one big god's power. Our first lesser god is right in front of me. He is fire god. Or sort of fire? No, he's the totem god. But his totem uses fire, so call him fire. Let's see him. in a couple of seconds. Right on an island here. There we go. Tukahama. There we go. Defeat Tukahama. I might as well just fight these guys also. Tukahama has a big... Ooh. Tukahama has a big totem that I can do nothing about. And I can only damage him after a while. He's gonna... Come on. He's gonna summon some lesser totems that's gonna shield him in a little bit. If I actually get a chance to freaking attack. This guy that I actually activated. I feel like I shouldn't have activated that monster. But now I'm struggling with Tukahama. Okay, so now Tukahama is shielded until I defeat these totems. And still this fire piece of crap is still following me. Tukahama also very fast. Just keep trying to defeat at least one of these guys. Freaking heck, man. I'm doing almost no damage to the totems. There we go. Let that at least trigger a little bit. And now I... Ooh, almost killed me. The really war god. So a lot of the lore of... what is it? Path of Exile is based on Maori mythology. It's Maori mythology as I know. At least I think it's something like that. So it would make sense. The game is produced by New Zealanders, or developed by New Zealanders. Sun's here to give me my first pantheon. So I can only pick one. The Minor God Soul of Tukahama. What this basically does is 3% additional physical damage reduction per second. You've been stationary, per second you've been stationary. So if I stand still, I take less damage, up to a maximum of 9% less physical damage reduction. So if I stand still, I take up to 9% less physical damage. But I can also, if I capture one, and this you only do it on maps, if I capture Tarsin, Wallmaker, I can also regenerate 2% life per second while stationary. So those two can even out, but this is probably one of the least used gods. Let me take this crafting recipe. Defenses. Now I need to find the door to unlock with that eyeball that I got earlier. Should be somewhere around here. In fact, oh, there's Screaming Frost. In fact, I'm gonna actually take that Screaming Frost and equip it, because I'm gonna need that for my ice build. Put it right there. And here's the door. And we're on to the Ridge. The Ridge that I also played in Act 1. The Ridge is slightly different, more dark. And instead of going from point A to B, now suddenly there's multiple paths, which makes no sense if you think about it. But it's still pretty easy. Still pretty easy. Now there's also some new enemies that spawned here. Instead of the normal skeletons that are fighting, now there's also some bicycle enemies. You'll see them now. Guy, it's basically wheels. You fight freaking massive wheels and cages and stuff. That's a big blade. I'm not gonna pick that up. You see, just basically wheels. Skeletons on wheels. Ooh, that's poison balls. I'll just dodge them quickly. Superior amethyst flask. Our superior 15% is really good. You can sell a lot of superior things to get something. Am I level 50 yet? Nope. 49. Just quickly run through here. More of these wheels. Silver flask I might need later on. Actually, I'm probably not going to use it yet. Silver flask is for a different build. The diamond flask that I have. Hollowed life, more hollowed life. This Screaming Frost, yeah. Screaming Frost is going to be able to level pretty quickly. And gems even level up even if you keep them on your offhand, so that's a good way to level up skills that you might use in the future. Ooh, damn it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. There's another silver coin. A lot of my stuff leveled up, but I need to level up myself for most of them to actually be able to level up. Now I would have think the exit is somewhere at the top, but somehow it's not. No man, it has to be at the top. Just quickly level up all my skills, as you can see. So here to go. I'm not sure why these things cannot level up yet. Possibly need another level. I do know you get a lot of gem experience when you do heists. So that might have been I've over-leveled the gems. Explosive concoction. I'm not going to need to use that, but I will take the wrist chopper. It's small enough. But again, now you can see I'm dropping multiple of each currency. Like the Scrolls of Wisdom drops in 3s, all the other stuff drops in 3s. Getting way more basic currency, which is what I think speedrunners do. So don't worry about start. If you remember yesterday's playthrough, the speedrunners finished Act 10 when I was still trying to finish Act 1. So they are insane. And we started basically the same time. They might have been in the queue before me, and I did get kicked out a couple of times. But still, they basically finished the games in 3.5 hours. Where if you look at my blade, I think into blade, 9 hours 9 minutes, and I'm only at Act 6. The fastest I've made it to Act 10 was, I think, 6 hours. Complete Act 10. So we're back in Lower Prison, same as last time. The first level of Lower Prison, I need to solve the labyrinth thing. What is this? Is this the exit already? Right next to me. Yeah, that's easy. That's the first time I've seen the exit and the entrance in the same screen. But I still need to find the ascendancy thing and not that. So I'm gonna have to look for that first. Reflex bow. Just looking for... Ah, there it is. The Orb of Chance. It's nice. Here's the ascendancy. Now remember, I did all the sanity things already. Now we're getting the more difficult ones. It's going to be the same types of traps, but way more difficult. I actually could have picked up that Zealot helmet. Think about it. Nope. The mall's useless to me. I should be at the labyrinth entrance. Okay, so what do we have here? See, we got spikes again, same as the last time I was here. But this time they start in a pattern already, and you can see them making me bleed pretty bad. These follow a pattern that you can sort of walk around. Oh, that's not a good pattern. Now I have to walk all the way back. So this is a good place to wear your armor potion. To use your armor class. Okay, that should be it. It's way more difficult than the actual labyrinth from now on also. You see these spikes? With the crafting recipe, double resistances, rank 1. Just teleport up there quickly. You cannot teleport through the spikes, but as soon as they go down, you can quickly cross it. Teleport there. And there we go. So we've got 1 of 3 on the normal of the cruel lab. I think is the next one. The cruel labyrinth. Then there's also the next one, merciless labyrinth, and then after you've completed the main game, you get the Uber labyrinth. They are really, really difficult. The Uber labyrinth is extremely difficult. If you're not 100% sorted out your character, chances are you're never going to finish Uber labyrinth with the extra points. Another chaos orb. Normally you don't get close to the amount of chaos orbs as I get. At least not in campaign. You get a lot of unique drops, but not a lot of chaos orbs. And it's exactly the opposite from here right now. That just means I can buy my own uniques. This guy is strong again for no reason. It's because he's got energy shield aura. I've discovered now I don't do a lot of damage against energy shield. So I need to input just a tiny bit of chaos damage so I can also bypass their energy shield. Trap pyramids, not that good. So I already know the exit is right next to the top here. I can just run upwards. And I should be able to reach that. That's a nice amber amulet, but not nice enough. The exit should be right here somewhere. There we go. Chevron's Tower. So instead of it being, what was it the first game? Upper prison, I think. Upper prison level. Now we're into Chevron's Tower. What this makes different is it is kind of like that pyramid in Act 2, where you go vice versa in the corners and go up a level, go up a level, go up a level. This is the same. You go up a level every time, but you do a little clockwise pattern again. Sometimes it's straight over. It depends if there's a breach in the middle of the tower. Let's see. I think the first level you just need to find the entrance to the tower. Here it is. And now it starts with a gap in the middle. There we go. Just continue on. I will pick up those blacksmith whetstones. I'm doing a lot of damage, but also not a lot of damage. If you catch my drift, you see me cracking some skulls with these guys, but also some of these enemies just I do nothing against. Swift brand. It's nice if you use brands. I'll pick it up just on whatever. I'm probably not going to use brands. It would be a nice way to curse enemies. That's too big. I'm not going to waste my time with that. Yes, good night. Just see if you saw that now. Still a while. I'm probably going to stream at least for an hour. Or at least complete this act. This act is pretty quick. As it's one of my favorite ones. And the next one is one of the longest ones. Not only actually in time, but also it feels like it's as long as the first 2 or 3 acts in the game together. So we got Spectral Sword. 4 nice falling there, but not important for me now. So now you see the chasm in the middle. I just have to walk around to find the exit. Necromancer, be gone. You're gone, fool. Door should be here somewhere. What was that drop? Just another useless falling. Normally my item filter won't even show those things. And I can probably start switching to that stricter item filter I had earlier. From the previous league. But there might be some currency from this current league that doesn't show up on this item filter, so I'd rather just go make a new one. Just need to actually make some time to do that. I'd rather just be streaming, right? Silver coin. And I actually can do it on stream, but it's such a hassle to try and get Chrome to work with my OBS. For some reason, they keep crashing when I try to use them together. even when I just launch my stream, I have to immediately close the Chrome tab when I run. So this should be probably the second to last or the last level before I actually fight Chevron. And Chevron is up to something completely different. Last time I fought her was when I tried to steal one of her body parts or someone's body parts. This time, she's up to something different. I'm also fighting her in her normal form. She is also the most interesting of the guys. Sleep coat. Let me see if that's actually useful in any way. And that's nice energy shield, but I don't think I'm gonna get that dexterity yet. I'm gonna get more strength. For dexterity I need later on, but by then I should have way stronger armor anyway. Yeah, this should be the final area. The only time there's exit in the middle is when you enter the final. You know what? I'm not gonna waste my time with that stupid guy. So, present rooftop. Now we're gonna fight Chevron, and surprise! Actually, yeah, surprise! She's trying to revive Brutus, and in fact, she did revive Brutus. But now I'm fighting them both together. She's casting spells while I'm fighting him. And she's shielded, so I can't do anything against her. Oh god. I don't have any healing. Ah, I died. I wonder why I'm struggling to just... What is this? Why I'm struggling to keep my freaking flasks up, man. They definitely changed the way flasks work. Usually, especially health potions, you never run out of them. So now, Brutus is actually healing a little bit while she's fighting. And you can see she's a big bad girl now. And there's some of the stuff they can actually attack. Not that difficult, but where is she? You just keep doing this. Just walk on top of her. Freeze her a little bit. Suddenly she's gone. Guess what's happening now? They're melting together. Now I'm fighting them both as a single freaking person. Luckily, she mostly still uses Brutus's skills, which is way easier to dodge than her skills. But also way more deadly if it actually hits you. Like you saw there. Trying to use my armor potion, but I ran out, so I just stood there like an idiot. No. Oh my god, that was so unnecessary to die there. Literally was like one hit away. Yeah, look at that. And I don't think I have to wait for this because that was not a god or a demigod. Yeah, so I can just go down. Back to the Warden's Chambers where I was supposed to fight Brutus the first time. But didn't. We're still going back down the same way to Prisoner's Gate. That same open view that I had last time, this time is a little bit more interesting. There's two ways you go. One of them goes to another demigod, which obviously is the way I'm going to go. And you also see more of Nessa in her mermaid form. I will quickly go... No, you know what? I'm just going to finish everything. I just have to figure out which way is which. There's also some yellow bosses or yellow mobs for me to fight here. These guys are doing fire damage, a little bit too strong for me, but that's a bit. gonna need a lot more resistance. But Einar is doing his job and keeping them away. There we go. 2 done. Another one up ahead. It's another goat version, right? Yeah, it's mostly ghost people in this area. What is the big boss gonna be? Because every area where Einar appears, there's at least one red enemy which you have to fight. And usually 3 yellows, but I think it can be as low as 2 yellow enemies. We'll see. I think after this demigod section, I'm gonna quickly take another coffee break. And by coffee break, I mean just to make coffee. I'll drink it while I play. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of making coffee right next to me, so I have to go all the way to the kitchen. Do that. It's half. Oh, Western Forest is where you go further in the level. I'm not there yet. So I need to look for Nessa. Nessa and the other route is usually off the beaten path. There's the red enemy. Hopefully he's not too tough. I seem to be struggling with normal enemy already. Oh, it's a bear. Now bears usually aren't that difficult. Let me just see. This guy has what? Fertile precision, or fertile presence, and aspect of the Hellion. Hellion just means he drops fire when he walks, I think. Or he just shoots fire. Something with fire. Should be pretty easy still. Normal enemy actually spawn. Normal rogue exile. Rogue exiles are basically just there's I think a limited number of rogue exiles, which I count as I'm an exile. That's hence the name of Path of Exile. But the rogue exiles are basically just rogue heroes that just attack you for no fucking reason. So I will pick this up. It's small. The leather belt can be good, especially the much higher level one. That we are now. Haven't had a nice equipment upgrade in a while, but actually it's shit, so never mind. We'll pick up this. Einar's there. I did finish Einar's mission, so he's not gonna help me further. Usually what a smart thing to do is you get the Einar trigger and then you do the whole area before you finish these missions. And that way he can actually just help you fight, because he stops helping you as soon as you finish his side mission quest, killing all those little guys. So this is the area where Nessa should be, and the side boss. There you go. Good old mermaid Nessa. Who doesn't like a mermaid? Look at her. There's a fish body with super long nails. Gives a long speech where I should stop messing about and just go to Mervale's cave, where I fought the first boss. Mervale is dead, so don't have to worry about her. But here is Valley of the Fire Drinker. So this is the power boss. He's probably going to kill me. Maybe not in his first form, but definitely in his second attempt. He's not that strong life-wise, but his fire damage is pretty strong, especially if you're not prepared for it, which I obviously am not. As you can see, my fire resistance is terrible. Almost got one shot there. My armor potion actually does not help at all in this guy. So after you've done a certain amount of damage, he disappears. Then you have to run after him. So normally if you're smart, no, if you're dumb, you fight all these enemies. I can quickly change it to chain them to gain some, what is it, flask charges, but otherwise then you just run in here, then you fight him once again. This time he's slightly stronger, and also he will not run away, but for some reason I'm doing no damage and he's dead. And I got my first legendary unique item, one of the worst items in the game, which does not surprise me. I can show you. Most of these uniques look extremely strong, but they're extremely terrible. This actually would have been nice if I got it at, say, level 20. It would have been better than my whip, but it is not. So what I'm going to take now is this god. 60% less duration of ignite on me, which is amazing. I mean, every time I walk on burning ground or an enemy ignites me with fire, it takes 60% less time to for the debuff to run out. So now we're going into the Western Forest. It was up here, right? Yeah. Not west at all. Oh no, it actually is west. Now I think about it. Last time the Western Forest was again very dark and I had to kill a Lyra there, but I chose to take her side, right? That was where I fought the spiders and all those stuff. This time it's going to be bright, but I'm not going to even do anything. This is a complete area. I think it's just for lore that this is actually an area in the game, because there's nothing to do there, no side mission, no items to pick up, no secrets. You just run, follow the path and go. Just fuck forward. Still the spiders, same as always. As I said, not much has changed here, except it's very bright now, not dark. And I just follow the road. There is a nice little cache here, which I will collect. Marker cache, but that's just... I gotta start and lock it. Give me the markers, give me the markers. Fuck's sakes. I died because I tried to get fucking rogue markers. And I probably should have, as I said, gone for a coffee break when I intended to do that, but oh well. Boom. Shock these guys. And there I got my second legendary Iron Ring. Again, this would have been perfect in level 1, but getting it now is absolutely useless. You just get rid of these guys. It's another shock and lightning resistance. So much for my lightning and shock penetration, because it obviously doesn't seem to work. It's still way too resistant. Is this better than what I have? Slightly. I have space somewhere. Let's throw this away. And pick up this, pick up the scrolls. I should probably go back down just to give everything in, but kind of just want to finish the act. But I do need space for a flag that I'm going to pick up later. There's a waypoint here. I'll try on the next area. Go to that waypoint and teleport back. Another level up. Got 7 points on the back burner. Now, Riverways is basically the sort of crossroads we had in Act 2 on the western side, where if you went west, you got the Western Forest. If you went north, you got to the wetlands where you fought oak. This way, I'm also going to go to the wetlands, but there's another side boss there, the poison guy, and I think like oak is also there, but like a zombified version of him. A lot of little monkeys here. Just quickly level up all this stuff also. Summon a new guy there. There we go, the waypoint. Again, if you want to go to the north one, just walk north from here. The wetland should be somewhere. You just follow the cobble road. Wetlands. Easy as pie. Look at how long it loads, man. They could have killed me by the time I entered here. So this way, same as last time. I actually didn't explain that because I went for oak first. Normally if you want to find the exit, you just keep to one of the sides and just you find the exit. And since I don't have to fight oak this time, I will take the contract. If I don't have to find oak this time, I can just run around the side and look for the next exit. That will be the poison boss. And it should be on this side, since it's not the side of the water. This is where I entered. Yeah, there's where I entered to go to that pyramid thing. Have a bit of rogue markers there. This is oak space. Let's see what's going on in there. The tormented arsonist, he's it. And oak's guys still here. I think they're dead. So that's fine. That was easy. Then we just quickly recharge this. What do we have here? A tiny little extra lightning damage. Little whatever creature that is. Ear weak by the looks of it. Again, keep. Now we're at the water. We should not be at the water. Boss cannot spawn against the water. There's the exit. Spawning grounds. This is where the poison guy is. So there's 3 pods that I need to destroy. One here. And there is Lava's nest. There's one in the middle. See them spawning more creatures that I can quickly get a little bit of mana. There's one on this side also. Just give him a little bit of debuff. And then the boss spawns in the middle. But it's Lhasa, the puppet master. Just stay away from him. He spews poison on the ground. Yeah, especially with those pods dropping more poison. The poison is cast damage, and that goes straight through my energy shield. He's one of the easier gods, if you know to stay away from him. Or at least stay away from the pods there. He usually is way easier to beat, taking on under a lot of damage. Also, he's got Spy's Grip, which is Ghost Enchantment. I think the Ghost was close to him. There we go. And that, and he should be dead pretty soon. Have no way of healing again. There we go. So this was the demigod, so he's gonna show me that thing again. Exclamation point. Come on. Exclamation point. There's Sin. This one is also pretty good. Life Flask gain 3 extra charges every 3 seconds if you haven't used Life Flask recently, and 60% increased life recovery from flasks when on low life. So really good to use in that other game mode also, that new one that the enemies drain your freaking life flasks all the time. Really nice. Yawning now. But for now, it's not needed. And I'm just going to quickly relog. Just so I can quickly go to town. Level 52. So now I should be right about the same levels that all the other people that teleport here came in. Now I know why they came in when they were level 52. To return all the quest shit. This is the last time that I think I need to return in anyway. Before the end of the act. The rest of the time I can just go straight on. I don't think there's another quest that I have to go all the way back for. To get a reward at least. So I want to talk to Bestel. Sell. Oh, I can sell stuff at Lilyroth. Good. I want to sell this. This one I just want to check if it's actually useful. It's not a lot of life, so I'm going to have to enchant it. Might be worth it though. And this is not good. I'll keep that for now. I will sell this. This is a Sager mana, so I can sell that. Okay, let's just make a little bit of space. Then let's deposit some of this currency. Again, deposit more stuff. This I can deposit now and should go fine. This one is a green mission, so I cannot do anything with it until I completed it. This currency I haven't activated its chest yet. Is there one? There is one here. Expedition locker. Just tell it to lock affinity. So now whenever I'm here, I can also try and stash this item and it will go back to that locker. The manuscript I'll give in right now. This I'm gonna put in completely different chest right there. The amethyst flask, that's latest problem. And this chest I'm gonna craft. So Bestal, I needed to give his manuscript to him. He's gonna give me quite a few rewards now. That's one. That's a belt. Let's go for a life belt. Oh, only one. Is Starkly gonna give me the rest? One more. And this one is better. All of the rewards like that you get from enemies, or not enemies, from NPCs is always terrible. They have terrible rolls on them, so usually not even worth it unless you really got nothing to wear to actually just pick it up. See the terrible rolls. This one is way better, even though it doesn't give as much energy shield as that one. Everything else is way better. So I've got 3 extra skill points. Now I've got 10 already that I need to spend there. This is actually not a bad roll, but not as much life and stuff, so still not that worth it. Again, let me just see if there's anything here. Lily is still here. No, Lily is supposed to be up there, so she's going to disappear from here, right? Yeah, she's there on the minimap, but she over here she's gone, and the ship is also gone. Ship should be on the other side of the area right now. Who do I have here? I'm not Hulk. Cold Farts. He's still standing here. I'm also going to use Cold Farts, so to speak. But he's this person's using the scepter and shield. Twist Fire Starter. Marvin. Marv ANC Puskak. Lightning Seaweed. This guy's name. Pete Puskak. Hey! Let's see if there's any chat. Like, which chat is on? So no one's actually speaking. So let's go further where I was last time. And that guy's still there. Yeah. As long as you're in the city, you don't get kicked for being AFK. But if you're anywhere else, the city or your hideout. But if you're anywhere else, you get kicked for being AFK. The riverways. Back to the riverways. There we're going east. Sort of east. Sort of east, so we enter the southern forest. So you'd think we'd be going south, but map-wise it's probably southeast. There's the crossroads and all those stuff that I skip. The whole town you skip. The town is blocked off from the side. You can only enter it from the other side, and that is in Act 7. That you enter from the other side. But the town is blocked off from this side. Someone took over the town. And we have to defeat them. But for now, we just run all the way into the corner. It's somewhere over here. That's too far. Actually, it's not far enough. So this is the town. You can see completely blocked off. Now, a normal person, especially if you can cast freaking lightning and everything, will just freaking blow this wall apart. Use fireball and freaking burn the whole place down, but no logic in this. Let's kill these mini bosses. Another creeping frost. That's over here. There we go. Southern forest, little breach. Now the southern forest is like a big fucking maze. I said a big maze. It's a lot of S formation, like a snake. A lot of tiny bridges you have to go over. This is the Southern Forest in the previous game, or the previous act, was the area between Act 1 and 2. So it was a nonsense area with nothing in it. After you beat Merveil in the Merveil's caverns, there was a tiny little jungle area I had to walk to get to the town. This is that area. So we're going into Merveil's cave from the top this time. Walking all the way from the back. So, let me just check. Now I have to go upwards. There should be some way to get over here. There we go. Then we're going all the way this way again. Till I reach the wall somewhere here. As soon as I see a wall and on the right side, then I just need to go all the way down. Sunplate, all colors sunplate, nice. The regal orb, that's also pretty nice. I am losing health from this. His chaos and wither resistance, which is nice. Oh, this isn't a problem for me at least. But he is also hastened, which means he attacks way faster. Another tunic. We'll set back again a little bit so it might be quieter. But that's a way easier way to do that. Normally you have to slink all the way back, up and down. But luckily, since I know the route already, I just took a shortcut with one single jump. So there's Merveil again, looking all mermaidy. Look at her sitting there. Calling for me to help save her. Freaking Nessa, man. Freaking Nessa. Did I pick up that flag? Yeah. So this is the start of the worst part of this act, I think. Just if you die in the next, not this area, but then that. What the hell is this? I don't remember whatever the hell is going on here. Brine crack. I don't remember this boss. They dropped the chaos orb, so I'm not going to complain. Again, where am I? This way, maybe? Usually when you enter Merveil's caverns, you have to go from the bottom to the top, but now I'm entering from the top, but I still have to go the same way. That seems to be the exit. The beacon. Okay, so now we're entering two very open long areas. It's a long stretch of area, which if you just run is fine. Let me just quickly do something. I'm going to pause, not pause, but just mute quickly. Yeah, I'm back. So, as I said, this is two very long areas. The reason it's a problem is if at any time you die, you have to walk the whole fucking area again. Now, it doesn't look that long since I haven't reviewed the map yet, but you'll see as we go on. Luckily, again, I know sort of the route to go. This one is pretty straightforward. You go a little bit down. There is a new mechanic down here and a new mechanic up there. This mechanic I'm going to ignore. I kind of hate the Abyss. It's a really old mechanic that needed to be updated a long time ago, but they said they updated it recently, but I don't feel the update. It's so terrible. This one I probably will do. Just to see if there's anything interesting first. Fully link can be really good, but monsters apply random hex. So I will apply this. There's 3 chests I can get collected right here. Now so item drop from monsters. So I need to unlock a lot of monsters, increasing the rarity. Monsters kill things 20%. Ooh, so they can instantly kill you if you're low life. Let's bomb this to get a red chest. Let's get this one, blow up. And then I need more monsters somewhere. Maybe this tiny little monsters right here. I think I already have them bombed, but whatever. Let's start here. First one is going to explode. I'm going to try and blast my way through. I immediately opened all the chests thanks to the right click thing. That excavator chest is also going to open pretty soon if I get close. Go, see? Then it dropped the one. Spizal, actually not that bad. I think again it's a little bit late to get this whip, this unique wand. Items, yeah, socket gems fires additional projectiles. Now it doesn't work with arc. Arc doesn't count as a projectile. It's whatever it is, it doesn't count. And it's a lot of physical damage, which is useless for me. But I will keep it. You never know what the future holds, man. You never know what the future holds. So this is 2gen. 2gen is the guy that you haggle with. So there's a lot of nice items you can see. Mostly uses to use currency. There's a pretty good buy here. 2 chaos orbs for black scythe artifacts. I've got 80 of them. So this is already pretty cheap now that I think about it. But you can barter with him, make it cheaper. So let's say I want it for 11. So he tries to offer 20. Okay, so where was I? 2gen. Yeah. So he's back to 20, so I can take it down again to 11. He's got a new offer of 18. So let's just take it to 14. And he gave it to me. Ah, fine. So instead of 25, I got it for 14. Massive bargain, man. That's another 2 chaos. I'm going to need a lot of this, but I don't have a lot of the lesser black side artifacts. So this is the in order of how rare each of these guys are, and I've got almost none of those, but I actually got a lot of greater black scythe artifacts just because of this one encounter. So it's pretty lucky that I could buy that chaos orbs. Luckily they stay there until I reroll the shop there, so it should be fine. Could still be able to buy that at a later date. But for now, let's just run. I kind of want to finish this act in this area quickly. After this act, I think I'm probably going to stop the stream. Not that long stream right now, but I kind of want to do a little bit of research to see where I'm going to take my build. And also, I want to get an item filter for next time. So we're going to start tomorrow morning with an item filter, hopefully in place. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this is also a little soldier boots. Not bad. This is a little... I think I actually keep missing that. I don't remember getting that recipe. This is a little... what do I want to call it? Taste for what future... what is it? Labyrinth is also going to be like. Labyrinth puzzles. You're going to see this puzzle a lot in the Labyrinth. I usually just skip it. Freaking hate it. Oh, this guy actually follows me. I thought he was my own lightning. This one. So basically the gist of this is you have to stay within this area to keep this thing moving, but as long as this thing is moving, it spawns more monsters over and over and over again until you take it all the way to the end. Which with certain characters is fine, especially Summoners. With Summoners, this is one of the easiest things to do ever. Because all of your summons can just run out and kill every single thing. But with characters where you have to actually stand still to cast, especially with a slow casting art that I have, usually artists cast way faster than I'm casting it. Either thanks to spell echo or just having faster casting attached to it would help. But I've got none of those. And this is still way easier than normal. And the Labyrinth is way more difficult. So that one is slot in. Now I need to do the other one on the other side also, just so I can light this ignition switch on the beacon. I'm just killing these enemies before I start this thing, because it's going to spawn more enemies than I need in my way. So here we go. Testing my mana potion. Start with the statues. Or the little ghosts. The ghosts are pretty easy. They pretty much take one shot from arc. It's any minor boss that stops in his way. Like that. He's a little bit stronger. But if I can get my stone golem aggro on it, it would be nice. A lot better at least. That guy is going to suicide on my ass. But I'm kidding. Go. Those guys are also pretty quick thanks to Arc's chain. And there's more of them spawn, but again Arc's chain is pretty good against them, so that finish that, like the beacon. Almost done with Act 6. For this now I need to ignite this. Then the beacon is nice and bright. I take that flag, burn it in the beacon, and then everything when it goes to shit again. Once again, always keep turning the whole world to shit. That summons Wayland Roth. It's Lily Roth's father, I take it. He's gonna take me to the Brian King's Reef. So we get another long freaking area. This time it's usually again in one of the C shapes, so either clockwise or counterclockwise. You don't know until you do it. But another long area, and since it can be either way and it's a big open area, you usually don't find out until you're very deep in it. But having this on a delirium might actually make it fun. So this will keep me moving. Come on, move. So I can actually get some bonus. But these guys do slow you, so that also doesn't help. Not doing enough damage. Quickly go through this. That's not a good thing. You want to kind of one-shot these guys. So you don't have to stand still. The longer you stand still, the more time you waste. And I've walked back on myself. So I think it's downwards, clockwise. I'm already outside of the area. Yeah, I've wasted that mirror. Got only those two items. Terrible. But again, I'd rather just finish this area. It's a terrible area, and if I die in this area, I have to go all the way back. Luckily, it doesn't respawn the enemies, but you do lose your progress in the area wise, and you do lose some experience. Meaning you have to run all the way back with no potions, no flasks filled. I think I accidentally opened that strong box. So this also accidentally opens strong boxes now I think about it. That other ability. That's a really dangerous ability. Something is on top of me, right? Almost killing me. Lacquered gob. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. It's actually stronger than... Which one is the one I was saving? This. But it is dexterity. A lot of dexterity. And I do not have enough. Oh well. Faster casting will pick up. Let me just see what the difference is going to be. So I already do 4,000 DPS. If I switch faster casting, I've got faster casting at the moment on this level 12. It increases my cast speed by 30%. If I switch this with added lightning, and then just put remove freezing pulse, because let's use this. You see me, I cast a lot faster. My DPS though. Yeah, 3,900 from where? What did we say? $4,050. It's not that big a difference, right? Because it is DPS, so the faster I cast, the more damage I do anyway. Balances out, I think. Sort of. See, never mind. I thought it was clockwise C, but now we're going all the way down and then all the way back up on the counterclockwise. Unless this is also going to be a dead end. Come out. Is this one of these things again? What is this? That's one of the explosion things again. Okay. Getting this, so much of them early is really good. Usually I only get them in on maps. The maps they don't use a lot. Rog is one of the new guys again. Rog deals with items. You will see. Okay, so stacked decks, very good. Increased experience, also good, and this. I'm gonna try also more increased experience. Ooh. Let's see if I can do this. Try and hit this. Then we're gonna come back for this and go for this. This is going to be really dangerous. I've got the enemies doing a lot against me right now. I'm trying to snipe them from the side. They do overwhelming damage. That guy. Oh, look at that boss. Oh my god. He looks stronger than the actual boss. See, now you're going to see the negative thing about this. Anything that hasn't exploded yet will not explode further if you die before it will explode. That's one of the negative things of dying there. Now I also have to walk all the way fucking back. And that's the worst part of this for me. There is areas where it's way, way worse than this. Act 7 is one of those areas. It's not the areas where you have to walk like 3 or 4 floors down. And I mean big floors. But this one is pretty bad already. Like it is like a shortcut I seem to have missed. I'm almost done with this. Almost back. There's a lot of scrolls of wisdoms that I missed somehow. And I'm gonna try and snipe some of these guys again before they get to me. So let's go this. Oh no, never mind. This guy's already here. Where is he? Come here. You can see when I crit, he suddenly uses a lot of damage. He's dead. So some of these enemies are still broken. You can see also again the monsters that spawn from that, or the normal monsters. Normal monsters are really bad. And by really bad I mean in the actual term they are not good. And not really bad as in terribly difficult. So I got extra XP from those enemies, but I also died, so I lost a lot of XP from being stupid. I didn't get a single stack deck, which is disgraceful. But oh well. Is the boss even more north? This is even more north of this. Up we go over this flooded beach. Whoa. Some of these, see, now I have to walk even further. Some of these enemies just stun the shit out of me, and then I'm just stuck. I can't cast my Q dash ability, so I'm just standing there taking the final hits. More scrolls of wisdom. And again, I have to go all the way around. If I was just this witch, I will just freaking freeze the water and walk over that part, man. Luckily, as soon as I enter the Brian King's Reef, the final area, I'm safe. If I die, I just spawn in that area. Yep. But I actually have to reach that fucking area without dying to stupid enemies. Enemies that should not be able to kill me. It was fine when those other enemies killed me. They are supposed to be strong. I did buff them a bit time. But these enemies should not be able to kill me. It's this way. Oh, yeah, it's right next to me. Okay, so you're in for a surprise if you didn't suspect it already. Look, there's Nessa. Hey, Nessa. Looking good.
I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Or my husband. You see, His Majesty could never be satiated on his wedding day by one bride alone. Thank you, my new sister. I shall always treasure your company.
Guess what? Brian, she betrayed me again. Oh. And I'm dead. I'm not sure why I went into the Brian King. That is not an ability he has. But oh well. It's the first time in quite a while that I died to Brian King. Again, he is really anti-noob. If you don't know how to fight him, you can very easily do it as a first-time player. But not in this way, this mode. Only this mode when Nessa appears. These lightning bolts that you see here, they will pretty much one-shot you, especially if you don't have enough resistance. And you just have to run. You cannot damage him while he's in that form. If you do enough damage, he switches to that form a lot more than he does. He should be entering that form pretty soon again. In fact, right about now. But just look for the blue marks on the ground. Do not walk into the water. That's also pretty instant death. And the arena shrinks every time he goes through that thing, so I'm getting less and less area to fight him in. But also you just dash around him. If you see he's gonna swipe, just dash through. Oh, standing in that blast. Oh, and I walked straight into the water. That's fine. You can just continue right up where we left off. That is something that they're gonna remove from Path of Exile 2. If you die at the boss fight, you have to do the whole boss again. As if I haven't complained about doing the whole area again So now they're just making you do the whole boss fights also again. And some boss fights are way longer than these guys. As if the devs of Path of Exile 2 don't actually know what the devs of Path of Exile or the players of Path of Exile 1 knows. I got another unique, so quite a few uniques in this one. Might as well throw this away. Cannot remember what this. I think it's a summoner thing. Blood offering, yeah, that's for minions. Not gonna help me a lot. Amethyst ring. Might as well just check it out. I haven't upgraded my rings in quite a while. That's terrible. Fuck that away immediately. So, Brian King is the first major king that I defeat. A major god that I defeated. Cannot be stunned if you've been stunned or blocked in the past 2 seconds. Decent, but probably the worst of the big god's abilities. And then we sail to the bridge encampment. That is Act 7 for you. Well, Act 6 is done. On to Act 7. Now, Act 7 I'm definitely not going to do tonight. As I said earlier, it's not only feels like the longest act, it also is by far the longest act. It takes so fucking long. But this guy looks amazing. Lightning Pieman. Yina is still here. Luckily, she's not going to betray me. Right, Yina? You're not going to betray me? What the fuck is he wearing? Just noticed that. It's the first time actually looking at them. So now we've got Alva also. One of my favorite league mechanics, but they nerfed it to fucking shit as the leagues went on. When it was actually Alva's league, I'm trying to keep her so I can actually look at her. When it was Alva's actual league, she was so overpowered. You get massive amounts of loot in the temples that you play with her. Now you don't get anything. Anyway, that's going to be it for tonight's Day 2's Path of Exile. What is the league's name again? Trial of the something. It's not important. I don't play that so often yet. But that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to probably stream again tomorrow. 9 a.m., 10 a.m., right about there, depending if I wake up early enough. Like what time I'm going to go to sleep, since it's already midnight. So maybe I'm going to start only at 10. Hopefully get some research done, get the item folder fixed and everything. So we'll see. Roger Firecrotch. These guys are distracting me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the content. And I'll see you guys again in, what is it, tomorrow morning. Goodbye.